This man will never know I exist, and we will probably never meet, but he brings me so much happiness, and just his existence makes mine so much better. That man is Harry Styles. Harry Edward Styles has been in the limelight for the last decade. He started his career on The X Factor in 2010 and was put into the biggest band on the planet during their prime, One Direction. While he is one of the most famous singers of our time, he has stayed pretty humble and doesn't take his fame for granted. Styles has always hated being portrayed as and called a womanizer who uses women for their bodies, when instead he always describes women by the characteristics rather than their bodies in interviews. He was asked in an interview on the Burt Show with Niall Horan that if they see a girl they like, if they call dibs on her, and Harry responded with, "No, we don't really do that, to be honest. We feel like that objectifies women, and that's not really what we're about." A true gentleman he is. Throughout his solo career and towards the end of his time in the band, his true values came to the forefront of how he lives his life and treats those around him, fans included. His values are authenticity, kindness, and acceptance. Through not only his work, but also how he holds himself, authenticity is a huge thing for him. He wants his fans to feel like they actually know him, and it shows. From what I've seen and other fans have seen as well, he doesn't feel like he has to be put on a front because he can be himself and wants to be himself. He hopes for his fans to do the same and follow in his footsteps of being their most authentic selves, no matter who they are around. In a quote I found from Music Week magazine, where they interviewed Styles, he says, "Fans want me to make the music I want to make and play the shows that I'd like to play. People just want me to be myself and be authentic with them." This next value of his is probably his most obvious and well-known value he has: kindness. Harry Styles lives by one mantra: treat people with kindness. A part of his merch line is based around this, and he also has a song on his most recent album, Fine Line, with that exact title that came out last year. This song is mainly about living for yourself while also being kind to everyone around you, which ties all three of his values into a cute little bow. This phrase can be commonly found on the clothes he wears, his guitar strap, and in a lot of his tweets. He pushes his fans to treat people with kindness wherever they are or who they're talking with. That being said, lead with kindness. His final value is acceptance. Harry Styles is a huge ally to the LGBTQ plus community, and he doesn't care if you're gay, straight, bi, or his microphone who kisses him each night on tour. He loves everyone all the same. He waves, wears, and wraps pride flags around his microphone stand as well as himself during his concerts to make it known to the people in the community that are accepted, to make it known that people in that community are accepted to at his shows and in his heart. In an interview with The Sun magazine found in a Teen Vogue article, Harry says that he doesn't like to label sexuality because he feels it's not something a person should have to explain to anyone else, and also that everyone should feel free to just be themselves. Well said. Harry breaks boundaries in fashion by wearing things that society considers feminine, such as his most recent photo shoot in Vogue, where he can be seen wearing a custom-made baby blue Gucci dress. He wears that dress like he wears sunshine and a smile, with beauty and grace. It can be understood that Harry Styles believes that clothing does not have a gender attached to it. He will wear what he wants to wear and feels comfortable in because he is sure of himself and confident in his clothing. Like I said before, Harry Styles will never know who I am, but I'm always going to be pleased to say that I was alive during Harry Styles' life and had the pleasure to stand him during his prime and before with his 1D days. In true Harry Styles fashion, treat people with kindness, be your most authentic self, and be accepting of others no matter how different they seem. All the love, A.